Hi, I'm Melinda Gallant, and I am on 6A in Yarmouthport at Lyric Restaurant. I'm going to walk inside and have a great conversation with a terrific person by the name of Patricia Fitzpatrick, who's a wonderful entertainer. And I'm going to talk to the owner of this fabulous restaurant as well. So come along, let's have a Cape conversation. Well, hi there. Here we are in the beautiful Lyric Restaurant on 6A in Yarmouthport. And if you don't know where it is, it's just before Willow Street or just after Willow Street, depending on your direction on 6A. And I am sitting here with a fabulous entertainer and somebody I like to call friend, and somebody that I can't even remember how we met, but however we met, it must have been interesting because we're interesting. And it's Patricia Fitzpatrick.
Thank
How
you.
are you?
I'm wonderful. It's good to be back on the Cape after being in New York for a few days. It's always,
I know. So tell me all about New York. I'm so jealous.
Oh, really? Are you? Well,
Yeah,
I go
because
in.
my life, all my life, all I ever wanted to be was a bar singer, a saloon singer.
Me too. When I was 16, I decided I would go to New York and I would sing, and that was what I would do. And I told my mother I had turned down a scholarship to college to go do that, and she slapped me for the only time in my whole life that
Wow.
she did. And then at 61, you turn the 16 around, I got to go and do a cabaret show.
Fabulous.
And at that time, someone said to me, "Now you have it out of your system." I went, "Oh no, we're just beginning." So I've just come back from 2 days in New York, a show that we did called Cougars on the Prowl.
Wait a minute. Cougars?
Cougars.
As like I'm thinking about cougars?
Older women. who
Looking
were
for younger
looking
men.
for younger men.
Man,
And
I
the
missed
real,
it.
well, you're married. See,
Oh,
I'm a
shoot.
widow.
I forgot about that. Oh, yes, you're a widow, all right.
And
Oh.
I'm old. And, and everyone my age is dead or cannot drive after dark. So I have to date younger men,
There you go.
right? So
Works
we
for
did a
me.
show called Cougars on the Prowl, and we took it to New York. And when we did, we got nominated for a very prestigious Manhattan Cabaret Association MAC Award. So
Wow.
we just went in to do that.
And did you win?
We won by being nominated.
Okay,
We wound
all
up 1 out of 3, and we were not the selected one, but I tell you, it
Well,
felt
next
great.
year.
Sure. You know,
Next year they'll have to give it
Cougars
to
on
you.
their knees. That's what I'm saying.
Please.
On crutches. Cougars on crutches.
Walkers.
Walkers.
Cougars on walkers. I can see it now.
Right.
So now tell me, Pat, I know you've done a lot of things. How long have you been on the Cape?
Been on the Cape since 1977 when I was 12.
Wow.
Not really.
Yeah, I know.
35 some odd years, yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
right? And where'd you come from?
I actually came from Michigan, where I was writing for the Detroit Free Press as a stringer freelance writer. Single mom, 5 kids, moved here to
Wait,
Yarmouthport.
A single mom with 5 kids? You did figure out what made that happen, didn't you, at some point?
Yes, that's why I left. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So I moved here to Yarmouthport with no opportunities whatsoever, and have had to become quite the entrepreneur to survive on the Cape.
Wonderful.
But it seemed to fit, you know, my person. I mean, I'm not good at any one thing. I'm sort of good at a lot of stuff.
Well, you're a great singer. That
Thank
I
you.
know for sure. I wish we could hear you today. But so you came here in 1977. Now, did you live here the whole time, or did you? Because I thought you lived in New York.
I left. I left in 1988. I kept a home here, but I left to go to upstate New York to work for Holiday Inn Corporation. I ran all their sales departments for 15 hotels.
Wow.
And while there, found a big, beautiful house and turned it into a bed and breakfast called the Irish Rose. And when things were slow there and we didn't have enough money to pay the mortgage, someone called up and said, "Do you do murder mysteries?" And I said, "Yes, we do."
You're kidding me.
And my son said, "No, we don't." And I said, "Yes, we do,"
I love it.
because the bank wants us to.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
So we started doing murder mysteries in 1990, and we're still doing them. We've just finished doing a wonderful one at the Riverway called Who Took Out O'Toole, and we'll be doing 10 or 12 more this year.
Wow.
So here
That's
on the Cape.
great. And so you have a little troupe that goes around with you.
And you're one of our
I
little
am
troupe.
one of the. That's why I was leading you into this. Yes, I'm one of the two.
And I give her parts like Shameless O'Shaughnessy.
I get to
or-
play Shameless or Snow. What was I? Snow White or Snow
White.
something?
Yeah.
Snowflake is what I should be.
And you're wonderful at improv. And what we do is we do improv. So
Well, that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of amazing. I don't know whether you know this or not out there, but improv is a little bit different. So she just gives us a storyline, and then we have to make up our own characters. And sometimes that's great fun.
I love it when you become a Russian dominatrix.
No, well, it kind of goes between that and Eva Braun. I can't,
Which is
I
very
get
true.
all my accents mixed up.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you went to New York. Now, are you singing anywhere locally?
Yes, I'll be actually singing here at Lyric. We're going to be doing a version of Cougars on the Prowl. And the wonderful owner here, Ann Austin, is going to be our Cougar Cub.
Oh, is that right?
And we're bringing in Dana Lorge, who just won 2 MAC awards in New York.
Wow.
And she is sort of our Cougar sophisticate New York style. And
Excellent.
I'll just do the sort of lazy Cape Cod Cougar.
Yeah. Lazy Cape Cod Cougar? The
I
laid-back
trip
cougar.
people in the supermarket.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Now, you also worked in Provincetown, though.
I was director of tourism in Provincetown for 7 marvelous years. It
Oh,
was the
that's
most
great.
fun I ever had on the Cape.
Oh, I bet.
And it was interesting because it was every idea I ever had, but we had $1 million budget to make it come true.
Helps.
So it's amazing. So we did start a cabaret fest, which is still going on.
It sure
it's going to be
is.
on in the month of April this year.
Are you performing at that?
I'll be performing at that, and I'll be bringing in Ralph Bassett, who is one of my entertainers, and Brian Patton, who's been on all my CDs.
Right.
And also Dana Lorch is coming in from New York. So we're going to do a potpourri of the 3 CDs that I have out right now.
Now, tell me about those CDs, because it's unusual. You know, Cape Cod is filled with so many interesting people and so many entertainers, and some are very well known, and some are not as well known. But you've got a CD out. One of your CDs is something that's never been done before.
Thank you for doing that. In fact, we actually had the CD release party right here at Lyric sometime last November. It's called At Last, and it's male duets, men singing to men, and to our knowledge, it's the
They're love
only
songs.
male gay love song CD out there. So
wonderful.
it's appropriate, it's about time, and as more and more states are doing legalization of marriage, we just had a company called P-Town Parties order 100 of these so they could give them away at the weddings that they're doing in Provincetown.
Oh,
And
that's wonderful.
I haven't got it up on the web yet. We're still perfecting it. We did the first edition. We're going to be adding to it. But that's the latest CD, and the one prior to that was called Basically Blue, which is done with Ron Ormsby, who's a wonderful
And
bass
well
player
known, yeah.
who used to own the Columns
Yeah,
Jazz Restaurant.
Right.
He has a great recording studio here, another little secret place on the Cape. And it's just Ron and myself with the bass and the blues. And the first one, which has sold very well, is A Dream or Two, which is Bart Wiseman, Ron Ormsby,
Another
Brian.
famous Cape Cod
Yes,
musician,
he
Bart
brought live
Wiseman.
music back to the Cape.
He sure has. He sure has.
Ron Ormsby, Brian Patton, and myself doing the standards, you know, the Sinatra kind of standards. But that's up on CD Baby, and that's selling well.
That's great. Now, tell me, you do have a website, right?
Yes, we do. We have a brand new company, actually. We've taken Chess Piece Productions, which is a British film company, and Cape Cod Cabaret, and melded it together into something called ambassadorproductions.co, C-O, no mistake,
The
leave
co.
out the M. And it kind of shows our theme is excellence in film and entertainment.
Excellent.
So we
Wonderful.
have a
Well, why the film, though? I don't understand. Who's your partner in this?
James Locke, who is a wonderful photographer, filmmaker, working on a documentary now that PBS is interested in taking a look at. Completed not only expeditions in the Sahara and in the Antarctic and Peru, but just did a 2,000-mile horseback trek. Took 6 months, you know,
Wow.
through Texas and New Mexico.
So he was
and
following the
Colorado.
cowboy trail?
Following the Goodnight Loving Trail, which
Wow.
was actually the basis for the
fabulous.
movie The
Great.
Lonesome Dove. But did it, I think, as an expedition, and then started to feel the real personality of the people that had gone before, like walking a mile in my shoes.
Well, I feel fortunate because I've gotten to meet James, and I was asking him about the cowboy poets, and he was laughing. He said, some are real cowboy poets, and they're very good. And then there's the ones that have kind of gone off to do their own thing and actually make money at it.
Right.
They're not cowboys anymore.
No.
And then there's the not so good cowboy poets who do it after a few whiskeys, so which is a little bit different.
Well, for
But-
me, it's all a part of the same thing because film is an expression of an
Sure.
idea or
Yeah.
creativity. I don't have that talent. I marvel at his talent.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't sing, so I sing. So, I mean, we have these combinations of ways of being creative and expressing ourselves put together into one. And the interesting combination of all that is I'm the person.
Really?
Yeah.
Never would have guessed that.
And he's the let's do it this way and, go from
Well,
A
he
to
is
B.
Is he British?
British.
Yes. Okay, there you
yes.
go. That's why.
And,
He's a little
and
more
and
controlled.
male.
And male. Well, there you go. Well,
So what's
Forget the
happened
British
is we were able to take the creative forces and actually have things spelled correctly, and spaced correctly.
Sure.
So the website is up and it's ambassadorproductions.co, and the first thing we're really promoting, other than the murder mysteries, which are really selling like wildfire, is Antigua Fest.
now tell me about that, because I know that you went down last year, but it wasn't really. Was it really an Antigua Fest?
No, I went down.
You made it an
I went
Antigua
down
Fest.
in 2010 and 2011 with the fabulous Bobby Weatherby, and we performed at a brand new resort called Sugar Ridge. And I think they had steel drum bands up to here.
Yeah.
So we went down for Christmas time and went, as they called it, we went down a storm. I don't know what that means, but apparently that's good.
Okay.
So we just did that, and while we were down there, James was with me and said, there's more that we could do here. So we approached management, and they are giving us a full week,
Wow, that's
the end
terrific.
of this coming October, the 21st through the 28th, to try something brand new, a theme week, and it's called Swing Fest. And that's music, folks, not anything else. I know, people are
Pat.
laughing, right. I'm sorry. And so we're going to we've put together what we're calling an International All-Star Band. We're bringing in Jay Phelps, who's a great trumpeter from London, Ron Ormsby, who does perform in Brazil. Brian Patton's going to be our musical
Wow,
director.
terrific.
We're going to be bringing in Mary Callanan, who's on the U.S. tour of Mamma Mia from Boston, and then I'll be the MC, sort of glue that ties it together.
Wonderful.
And since you can't listen to that music without wanting to dance, we're bringing down a choreographer from the Cultural Center here who's going to teach people for free how to swing dance
Oh,
in
terrific.
the afternoon. And then that last night, we're having this great big Dancing Under the Stars. That doesn't sound right, does it?
Yeah,
Dance,
yeah,
sort
yeah.
of like that.
Right.
Dance contest, and they're going to wear a period costume and get extra points, and we're going to have a great big, like,
Excellent.
1940s USO.
And if I want to be a part of that, what would I do? How can I be a part of that?
You would go on ambassadorproductions.co.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And take a look. Also, we'll be having a wonderful event later in April at the Cultural Center, where we're going to be doing tropical drinks for free and live music and a
Wonderful.
presentation. And
Excellent.
At the Cultural Center. The
About this event.
about this event.
Wonderful, that's terrific.
For people that want to
Good.
know.
Good.
Come and have a pina colada and listen to the music and decide.
Right. So if you wanted more information on that, ambassadorproductions.co.
Right.
But also, they probably could call the Cultural Center and they
They
would
can
have
call
some
the Cultural Center
information
right
about it.
now. Keep calling because the trip is October 21st through the 28th, and we'll be taking your money right up till September.
Well, sure. Why not? I
Why
mean,
not?
that's great. How many people can go?
Actually, we have 40 wonderful seaside view rooms, so it's 80 people. Okay.
As if you want to share your room. What if you don't want to share?
40 people can come. Make them all male.
There we go.
Without walkers.
And younger than you, right?
And younger than
There
me,
we go.
yeah.
It works for me. Oh, that sounds terrific. Absolutely terrific. And if I want to buy one of your CDs, would I go to the same website or would I go somewhere else?
You can actually go to cdbaby.com and go cdbaby.com/cd/Patricia Fitzpatrick,
I
and
see.
the first one will show up.
Okay.
If you want the others, you can go to ambassadorproductions.co and we'll tell you how. And I have this new funky thing now that just came in the mail where I can actually put it on my phone and take your credit card. I could work in the parking lot out there.
That could get you into a lot
I
of
bet
trouble,
the girls
Patricia.
would love having this.
Really.
I'm a professional.
You know, I've always wanted to have,
Me
the
too.
thought be able to do that.
You know, meet me in the parking lot.
Meet me in the
Bring
parking
your
lot.
credit card.
Bring your credit card.
I'll sell you a
Perfect.
CD.
It works for me. I could do my one-woman show out there. And
You
could just
could, and
take
you
it.
are doing a one-woman show
I am
at
doing
the
a one-woman
Katuitt
show.
Center
I am doing it, yes, in
Yes.
June. Yes.
about life.
About life, my life, and I'm going to tell you how to live yours because I've lived mine.
That's why I
perfect.
have
A life
girlfriends.
coach. That's
They tell
right.
me how to
I'm a
live.
life coach extraordinaire. And that's a whole nother subject and a
Yep.
whole nother show. But anyway, thank you so much. So now you're gonna be appearing here at Lyric on occasionally, but you'll be appearing here with the Cougars, right?
Yes, I mean, sometimes I show up here to eat, and Ann Austin's nice enough to say, will you get up and give us
that
a
right?
song, and then she can't get me down, so she has to bat me away. So we're bringing the Cougar Show here, and it's going to be the middle of April on a
Okay.
Sunday afternoon from 4 to 7.
So if people wanted more information, they should call the
they
Lyric
should call
Restaurant.
Lyric Restaurant and let Ann know, or they can call me. I don't know if I can give out the phone number.
Yeah. Well, do you want your phone number out to millions of people on Cape
Of course
Cod?
I do. It's 508-776-1340 for a good time or for music.
There you go. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Well, I am now with the beautiful and lovely owner of Lyric Restaurant, Ann Austin. Ann, it's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you also, and thank you for the lovely compliments.
Well, I mean, the restaurant is stunning.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. I hear business is really good because of the great food here. Who's your chef?
Melissa Allen, and she is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Lovely person and lovely chef and very creative, and it's a joy to have her here at Lyric.
And how long have you been here?
I purchased the restaurant, we opened June 1st of '09, and we will have our third anniversary on June 1st, obviously, and this will be
Yay.
our fourth summer.
Excellent, excellent. Now, have you, you're from Cape Cod or a summer resident? Were you
Summer
a
resident
year-round, or
always,
where are
as
you
a
from
kid,
originally?
originally from Randolph, Massachusetts, South Shore.
Randolph. You didn't know the Fahey's, did you? The Fahey girls? No?
I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
know if I
all
ran
right.
across them or
They were
not.
from Randolph, big family, big Irish Catholic family. There's a surprise. And then you summered down here. Where'd you summer?
Summered here, majority of the time in Pocasset,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is over part of Bourne.
Yeah.
And so I'm a little more familiar with that side of the Cape than
Sure.
here. And when I purchased the restaurant and came past Exit 6,
I know.
it was, but it's beautiful. Beautiful
I
area.
say that anybody who lives past Exit 6 is in the witness protection program. Because it's definitely a whole different
It is a
climate
whole
down
other
here
world.
than on the other side of Exit 6. So now what else did you do, Ian? Because I'm leading you on here.
That's
a
all right. I
little
know
bit.
you can do this because I've been a professional musician for 30 years.
That's
And I
great.
decided to buy a restaurant, obviously 3 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And we do have live entertainment here, and jazz is our thing, American Songbook. And
Wonderful.
Patricia Fitzpatrick is going to be performing here mid-April with her Cougar Show.
Oh,
And she's been
wonderful.
kind enough to ask me if I might do
Because
a
you
few
sing.
songs with her. Yes, I also sing.
Oh,
so
wow. That's
vocalist.
so exciting. And are you excited to be, I mean, you're a little young to be a cougar. Well, not actually. You could go after the 12-year-olds. No, that would be dangerous.
Then
No,
I would have to go.
18-year-olds.
I'd have to go into witness
You'd
protection.
have to. How about an 18-year-old? You could do that.
Well, she is calling me affectionately either baby cougar or younger cougar. I don't know if we've solidified the name as of
I
yet.
see. Oh, that's
But
great.
it's
How
going to
fun.
be kind of fun to get involved with that. So
You must
Well,
pack them in here then, because you can you can see quite a few, but they sit everywhere, or do you do it somewhere else in the
no,
restaurant?
right here with the piano.
Yeah?
And Friday nights. Well, right now Thursday night we have Owen Duff, and he'll be playing with us through the summer. Friday nights Fred Boyle is here. Saturday night is John Harrison III, and I get to sing with all of them. And on Wednesdays we are going to have Fred Freed and Bruce Abbott.
Oh, wow,
And they're going to actually
great.
start
Terrific. I
in
love
April and do some in April, May, June, and then every Wednesday in July and August. So
That's
that's going to be a
wonderful.
fun lineup for the summertime.
Now, and I do want to ask you a little bit about the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's your specialty of the house?
Let me think. Well, we change our menu pretty
Mm-hmm.
much 3 times a year with the seasons to get what the freshest ingredients and things that are available. One of our house specialties are our baked oysters.
Oh, yum.
And they are absolutely fabulous. They call me from the kitchen. I have to stay away because they are delicious. We also specialized in fresh seafood, as you would think, on Cape
Right,
Cod,
right.
and contemporary cuisine. But our menus are all available online.
Oh, great. And how would I find you
Well,
online?
funny you should ask.
Okay. Tell me, Ann.
LyricCapeCod.com. And the menus are there, and also you can make your online reservations there as well through
Excellent.
U-Reserve.
Wow, terrific. Now, okay, so baked oysters, signature cocktails?
We have house-infused vodkas that we make here.
House infused with what?
Well, we put in
In my house, it would be dust bunnies. But
It varies. We try to use a wonderful available fruit of the month, or we do cucumber and ginger, or it might be a pineapple
Yum.
vodka. It could be
blueberry?
Well, not so. I haven't tried that yet, but I'll put that on the list.
Okay. I just
We
think it
do a
sounds
beach
good.
plum once they come
That
out.
would be good.
And
That'd
that's
be
kind of a
really good.
seasonal thing, obviously, from Cape Cod. We also have our house-made sangria, either white or red. Usually in the summer it's a white.
Yeah,
With red grapes, plums, pineapple, but that's a lovely, refreshing cocktail.
sure. And are you open
And,
for lunch?
We are not. We are going to be open Wednesday through Wednesday through Monday evenings, 4:30.
And that's through the summer?
Correct.
Okay, so you do not open for lunch, you're just
No,
doing
no.
the dinner thing.
We are doing the dinner thing. We just had our last brunch last Sunday, and we will start brunches up again in the fall, Sunday brunch, which is
Excellent.
popular. But during the summer, everybody wants to be,
At the
I think, at the
beach.
beach. So that's why the Sunday brunches, we put them on hold
Excellent.
until end of
And
the
your
season.
address again here on 6A?
43 Route 6A, Yarmouthport. Exit 7 is the closest exit to get to us, or you can phone us at, may I give the number?
Sure.
774-330-0000, and that is a landline. Comcast ran out of 508 business numbers, and I just love the number. So
Oh, it
it's
is,
a little
it's great,
different.
000. Well, thank you so much, Ann.
Well, thank you.
And I can't wait. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here. I'm going to belly up to the bar over
bring
there.
all your friends.
Bring all my friends
And
and
maybe we
watch
could get you-
baby cougar and the mature cougars all together. And I'll make sure I don't bring anybody, any men, that are too young here.
That are too
So,
young.
Yes.
And
yes,
maybe we can
yes.
get to hear you sing.
Oh
one time
my
with us.
goodness, no, I'm a funny person. I'm not a singer. The joke is I want Pat to teach me, Patricia to teach me how to sing like she sings, because in my head, I think I can sing. Other people will tell you differently. So in my head, though, I could be a really good singer someday.
Excellent.
So anyway, but thank you so much. It's a beautiful restaurant.
Thank you.
It's a great place to be, and thank you again.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for joining me today, talking with Patricia Fitzpatrick. She is a wonderful entertainer. She's fun, and she's a cougar. And also with Ann Austin, the owner of this beautiful restaurant. So I'll look for you next time, and come along, and we'll have a Cape conversation.